Well, shall we? You guys probably tuned in this weekend. You guys probably saw it. We got the Tokon trailer. I'm gonna be honest, I think this is probably the most boring team of all of the 5 teams. That being said, pretty hype trailer nonetheless. Mostly because of one character to me.
This planet is not your playground.
Cap, of course.
Calls, and I answer. Tony, let's give
We already know what Cap does. He's very cool. He has some armor. He's got some stuff. When I saw Iron Man come out, I was like, oh shit, it straight up just is the Avengers. Okay. Like, I was kind of assuming that maybe Iron Man would be on one of the other teams and like Cap's team would be something scrappier and different, but yeah. Man, the down U, boom, into the tackle. Cap is really fun in this game. Okay, pretty hype. I'm surprised that Hulk's in the game, kind of, to be honest with you. They did sort of need like a big character, but I'm surprised. I'm pretty happy. Like, he's not a character I'll end up playing probably, right? But he looks fun. He's got armor, EX tackle, just like Marvel, right? He's got the shoulder tackle from Marvel 3. He's got the air clap. He looks pretty similar to what he does in Marvel 3, to be honest with you, in terms of like some of the special moves. Dude, this made the trailer for me. I think she's like so much cooler than most of the other characters. I'm definitely trying her. She's a character that's going on the list for day 1 team so far. I think she looks super fun. She kind of reminds me of Rivals Panther, where he throws spear and then he dashes to it. Like, she's kind of doing something similar, right? Like, she can throw the spear and then she has like the command dashes as well. She looks fun. I mean, she has huge normals also, which that's part of why I'm interested. She's like a weapon character. You know, like that shit looks fun. And also, this is their big super. Assemble.
Now the gloves come off.
Launches them.
Online Friday. Let's show them something special.
Now strike!
Dude, the fucking robot cat. The Hulk just dunks a meteor on your fucking head. And then the teaser at the end. This green screen with the Doom mask over here, and like Spider-Man is crossed out in it. And then there's like 316 or 361 written over and over in the corner by Doom. So I think most people assume this is the Doom team and it's gonna have a Spider-Man villain on it. And 361 for most people like figured out that this is the comic where Carnage was in. Whether that's actually what they're going for here or if it's gonna be something else, we'll have to find out. And I'm hoping that his team is like Magneto to be a villain for Storm's team, and then maybe Carnage or something, or like Venom to be a villain of Spider-Man's team, and then maybe there's not even a villain of Ghost Rider's team. Maybe it's like an Avengers villain. They're giving hints and saying basically that Doom's team is going to be a villain and Ghost Rider's team is anti-heroes, or like dark heroes they call them. So that being said, let's go back and like look through the trailer a little bit. I'm really hyped about Shuri. I think Shuri looks fucking awesome, by the way. Okay, so we know about these characters, like, and then there's Hulk. There's a PlayStation blog post where they mentioned that Hulk in the lore of this basically was banished by the government and the other Avengers to live in the Savage Lands, which is why he has this look. That's why Hulkbuster armor probably is there for Iron Man as well, if I had to guess. But he's like a little too savage, a little too out of control for them, so they banish him to here.
Flagman send Hulk away.
You hear that line? He says, Flagman sent Hulk away. So he's got tackle, right? Just like Marvel 3 tackle. I'm assuming that wall breaks. I'm assuming if you call assist, you can combo off it. He's got an air stomp that looks like a low that he can combo off of. And he's got like a little slappy move on there, right? He's also huge, so he has some kind of power up, and then he gets to tackle. He has a gamma rage mode they mentioned in the article. Basically, he can like store up gamma, and then he goes berserk, right? He's also fast as fuck. Do you guys see how quick this character? Look at how quick he is. Like he's got huge normals, and he's just flying across the screen. He's got the air clap. His normals and move speed are surprisingly fast. He seems very scary. And then Shuri comes in. She looks fucking sick. I'm assuming that's her other super. This is also the Wakanda stage. It looks really cool. She can like throw this spear and also teleport, and she has like this trail that follows her, and she uses a bunch of angles on this as well. So she's like doing this combo. She does like an air combo here, right? She does like a spike, calls down Hulk, right? Does a little blaster at the end. She also has an install or like a buff. So this, at the end of this, she gains a glow. And then I'm guessing it enables her to dash more, right?
You got this, Shuri.
Because she like does spear throw into like a jump into spear throw. And I'm assuming she can like dash or follow up. So she has like a bunch of stuff like that. So she comes out, she has like a generic kick assist, throws the spear, leaps over to combo off of it. She has huge normals because she has this giant spear, and then she has like a bunch of like different tech options, which makes sense, right? Like when Shuri's Black Panther, she doesn't just fight and use the claws mostly and like dash around and get like melee like T'Challa. She's more of like gadgets, weapons, spears. That's kind of her thing. And if you close your eyes and then you see the beak driver, like this shit, I'm looking at this and I'm getting pretty hyped. I'm pretty sure they also said it's playable at Combo Breaker with one other character. It's her, right? Yeah, she is playable at CB. Oh, we didn't watch the Kunimitsu trailer also. Yeah, she looks fucking sick. Not a big fan of her default outfit, but I think her other stuff looks cool. And I think the character looks fun. This was the shit that they showed at before, right? They showed her intro like this.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, I think her default outfit is whatever.
New challenger.
You should fucking the hand signs. Like she does the fucking seals. That shit is sick. That's probably her win pose, right? Back turn armor, by the way. She does a back turn power crush. And knockdown move from her stance as well. I wonder if that's counter hit only. Was it counter hit? I didn't see on the 1-2-4. Yeah, she has a bunch of stances, unsurprisingly though, and back turn stuff. Yeah, they got beef. Unsurprising. This outfit is like really funny. Why does she have these cyber boots and mask? Like she's supposed to be like this student with Reina, and she's got like these crazy ass cyber boots. Also gets like a random fired scarf. I don't know what that is. Hail when she's in this. She has a bunch of random moves that have like the swords in them, including her rage art. My level 1? It kind of looks like it.
Let's see if you're worthy to be called a ninja.
This also cool lore. She cuts through the clones. This is a cool intro. Yeah, he engaged while sending 2-2, I guess, right? Does that mean that she's Victor's daughter? Or could there have been another ninja that he trained under? Because I know him and Victor have lore. I don't think that's necessarily true, right? He's like another. This is cool, by the way. I don't think that's true that she's Victor's daughter, right? Like they know each other, but rage art. They always do counter hit in rage art. The sword shade is cool. The stab into the turn and like that shit. That shit looks cool. And then we got another character being shown off at CB, right? So first look at the next character, May 24th. They probably won't show off Bob, right? It's probably just like this new character teaser. You think it's a guest character? The fact that they didn't announce this character with the rest of the past, I'm wondering if it's a guest character. They also announced this. I don't know if you guys saw it. KOF 15 is getting an update. Like this is pretty surprising to me. They just said, what up? Changes to all the characters are coming. $1 million. Bro, what is this? Total prize $4.2 million. They are just burning money for the fucking love of the game, huh? And then they also announced this. This is hype if you're like 52 years old. Like, I think I'm too young to think Mr. Karate is that cool. I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't think he's like not cool. Like, he's like whack or anything, but I'm not like, oh. Yeah, he was really good at 15. Yeah, like regular Robert without the mask would have been cooler, maybe. Some people. I don't know. I don't think that I would have cared that much for Robert either. Anyway, they announced that. That's cool. And then this is like the other big announcement of the weekend. This just came out of nowhere, no? I wonder if this is just an update or if this is like actually a new title. Like, are they gonna sell this as a new box or is this just like an update to this? Melty Blood Tumina? Is it a new box? New entry? Okay. So you gotta buy a new box? Twi-Lumina. That's what you get. Early 2027. Refined battle mechanics, new characters join the fray. The thing is that this really just is Lumina, but like fresh coat of paint, right? Yeah, there was news about the last character for Under Night as well. Zohran Mamdani. I saw the name and I legit thought someone was trolling. I thought they meant the mayor of New York was gonna get added to Uni, which is honestly in this day and age would not surprise me. But yeah, pretty cool. And they did announce a new balance patch. I've seen a lot of people kind of dooming about Uni 2 right now. I don't know the context of like what makes them sad about it. I don't mean to be that guy. All I see on Twitter lately is Uni 2 players bitching about how bad the netcode is and like how they're sick of the changes to the game and like they're really mad and like all this stuff, right? I see it right now. But like when I played this game on launch and the netcode was really bad, people are like, what do you mean that online play is so good? When Fatal Fury came out, I was like, I don't think the netcode's very good, guys. And people were like, nah, man, it's sick. All I see on my timeline is Fatal Fury players being like, I can't play this game online against other people. The fucking netcode sucks. What is it about me telling the truth and then everybody else just going la 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 la, can't hear you, la 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 la, can't hear you, and then like a year later you're just stuck playing a game with shitty online because you didn't acknowledge it earlier? If you bitched about it when the game came out, like there's probably a chance they'll fix it. But if you say like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, then they're probably not going to make any changes. That's why you bitch about it, so that they could fix it. And they did make changes to this game. Like, remember I used to have like the bad skipping the intro problems in the beginning? Anyway, when this comes out, I'll probably give it a spin and try some new characters. And if I don't like any of the new characters, I'll play Roa. So Guilty Gear announced their update is May 14th. As expected, Happy Chaos did not run EVO Japan. There's not that many Happy Chaos players capable of doing what currently makes them really fucked up anyway. They all kind of just exploded. I think in general, the problem with Chaos is like, the shit he can do in theory is really insane, but no one's that good at doing it yet. And the rest of his kit is kind of boot butt. I don't know if it's very good right now. It's kind of whack. Tuco, there is a patch. It's not a big patch, but boy, it hits this mechanic right here. For how many moons have I been bitching about Fury? Since like the first version I ever played of it, I've been bitching about Fury. So break changes, we're lowering the amount of break meter generation. This is like your burst gauge. Basically, like some characters B&Bs would give you way more break bonus than others. And I think the idea is like B&Bs should not give you more break. But if you extend with like really long assist extensions or like double supers into tag launchers, into double freestyle stuff, then like, yeah, you should give them more burst for it because you're doing more damage. But the Fury changes are minimum damage is now 25% instead of 40. And chip damage is now down from 300% to 250%. This is a pretty big deal because there are a lot of times in Fury where you could barely kill someone in some hits. Going down 15% is like a pretty sizable amount. Like losing a character in this game is really bad. You're really behind. You don't have active tag, which is insanely strong. So having Fury, I was like, sure. But it was just like so potent before for how often you got it. You basically got it constantly because of the break changes. So these are good changes. They also fixed the loading bug, so now we can spectate again. I also think one thing that's very interesting is they say break meter generation from getting hit by a basic combo or pulse combo is unchanged. Pulse combo damage in Fury is unaffected. In newer player lobbies, Fury was generally where it needed to be as a comeback mechanic, so we want to maintain that. So they're like trying to make it so that for new players, you don't notice this as much, and like people who are new who don't have long combos and can't kill each other very easily anyway, this helps with that. Also, this got posted this morning. This is the Sokka trailer. They don't even show off everything for the character because we obviously saw an exhibition at Level Up Expo where Sokka did more stuff than even what's in here. But they showed off the trailer for this. This is his backdash boomerang that comes back. Why he doing a fuzzy as the first thing they show in the trailer, by the way? Like, this character's got to be cheap. Boomerang bounce combos, boomerang behind the back, Lil Wayne slide. I think throwing the boomerang and then sliding through them so that the boomerang comes back and hits them is very cool. Like that, you see this bullshit? He looks really crazy. Like he's gonna be randomly insanely cheap for no reason. There's his flow state. Boom, air boomerang crossover. And this is just one of his swords, by the way. Oh, he's got the book from the library. That shit's sick. Damn, he just mogs on you? Why does it look like its budget was a tuna sandwich? Probably because it is my assumption. First of all, I think it looks like the show, which is good enough for me. And second of all, I think it's fun as fuck. Justin and Diaphone got to play in an exhibition at Level Up Expo. Oh, wait, wrong super. Sokka has an install super. Look at how fast this character is. Bro, Suki kisses him. He becomes powerful. And look at the, bro, are you blocking this shit? Like, what is this? This character surprisingly looks very cool. I can't lie. Look at his fucking evil ass face. This shit looks like something that we would have on Will It Kill, like a random ass Flash game. Like, this shit looks crazy. Yeah, it is cool. It's cool that it's a $30 fighting game with like all these classic characters and a cool IP. You could buy this and the DLC and it's half of a Steam controller, you know? This game is coming out in July. Invincible is April, and then August is Tokon. So it's like almost a game a month. You know, speaking of Level Up Expo, did you guys see the drama about this over the weekend? Two things about this. One, the sponsor box on Level Up Expo was fucking humongous. The other thing is, a lot of people didn't know until like the event started, and then you saw this big ass box here, but they were sponsored by the US Army. I got offered to work this event and I didn't go because of it. So reading all these people over the weekend just be like, yo, like if you guys hate this Saudi shit, why weren't you guys mad about the US Army shit? Where's all your outrage now? And it's like two things. One, the US Army doesn't own the event, and two, people do know about this and they have been mad about it. Like, what do you mean? You think you're the first person ever? Am I the only person who put hot sauce on their eggs? New idea, never before seen, but I was eating eggs the other day and I was like, I'm gonna put hot sauce on it. No, man, you're not a fucking visionary. You just haven't been paying attention. Did you just find out right now and then now you're trying to be mad? It sounds like it. It sounds like you didn't even know and then you tuned into the stream and then you're like, everybody else should have been mad about this. I mean, there were sponsorships even for Saudi stuff at other events that I think people tolerated, even if they don't like it, versus like total event ownership. But I mean, they've had a collab with them for like forever. I'm like surprised people didn't know. I've worked events with sponsors I don't like before. Dude, I did a few of the Twitch rivals with like when cryptocurrency was sponsoring everything. Man, you should have seen my face when the host was reading those crypto ads. Boy, I was like, man, crazy. Be bold. Bold of you to think you're gonna make any money on that shit. Go look out there. Okay. Zuko? The Zuko stuff is just his moves, right?
Zuko's dive kicks have a ton of versatility in combat, allowing him to change directions midair to keep opponents.
I hate this character already, bro. When I played against him in the fucking test, I thought this character was evil as fuck.
You can perform a normal dive kick by being airborne and pressing down with any attack button. You can jump in any direction and immediately change trajectories by dive kicking. To perform a special dive kick while airborne, do a quarter circle forward and any attack button.
Nah, bro.
Special dive kicks can be canceled with any air normal. It can be canceled upon landing. By pressing left, right, or neutral with the flow button in midair, you can boost in any direction to float in the air longer. By pressing down and flow, you can switch directions of your air movement, opening up evasive dive kicks. By choosing June as your support, you have no height restriction for your dive kicks. This allows you to make counterattacks and throws. June support also unlocks the ability to quickly cancel dive kicks into airflow options.
Oh,
now, you have the tools to master the most honorable fighting technique, dive kicks. With Zuko, you'll get your honor back in no time.
They said the most honorable fighting techniques, huh? Look at Aang's face. That's my face watching this fucker do these dive kicks over and over.
Honorable fighting technique, dive kicks.
Rejump combo, double dive kick,
in no time.
EX move. The launch, the fucking 9 dive kicks, 6 consoles, 10 computers. Anyway, I think that's all the news, right? Did we cover all the news? Not the war in Iran. Sorry, can you catch me up on that? What didn't I cover about that? Dude, that was like super, was in a game and someone said, can we get some positive vibes going? And someone said, not until the war is over. And he was like, oh.
It's time for a new hero.
It's time. Was that just literally the third strike noise, by the way? That's what it sounded like. Whoa. That's a big ass dude. And he's got air spike combos. I didn't cover the droid attack on the Wookiees, my mistake. This is a big motherfucker. Oh, and he's got projectile. Proton cannon. I can't wait to try the demo. This character is big as fuck. I'm the GM on this project. Feel free to ask me any questions. I have no questions. My only question is when's the demo so I can try it. That question I cannot answer. All right, that's it, chat room. Kill this guy with hammers. Dude, did you guys see them fucking posting this shit for Invincible Versus? This shit is insane. Did you see this? Me, Rex-Splode, and Towel equals your wildest dreams. There's nothing micro about this transaction. This is their marketing for the new Rex skin. This is it's just a towel. I saw people pretty pissed about the cosmetics in this game being $10. And I was like, meanwhile,
Got something for you.
I'm buying fucking 2x KO skins.
Not so cocky now, are you?
What is this music? What is even going on? The hell was that? We were watching this. Did you guys see this? Dude, I'm actually so hyped for this. This feels like a fever dream of what I want to play in a fighting game. Did you guys see this? It looks so cool. This is a roguelike fighting game where you like equip moves as you go. So as you go, you like, you know, unlock new moves and you get to pick like what you want. And they have little inputs and stuff, and they have like EXs or whatever, right? There's an overhead, there's what, you know, like all this stuff. So yeah, it's like it's kind of like the avatar system in Street Fighter World Tour, right? Where you can like build a combo of all the moves that are available, but this shit is sick. I cannot wait to try this. They also said they're gonna have versus mode in the game, which is cool as well, but like I'm pretty interested in just trying this because there's a million different things. It looks really cool. The fridge, I know. Dude, the concrete boots make it so you can't jump. That seems like a bad debuff. This shit looks fun. Not the boss, but you know. The rest of it looks really cool. Yeah, this reminds me of, you know, you say like 2x KO, adding something like this would be cool. This reminds me of Path of Champions that Runeterra added, where it's basically just like a goofy roguelike version of this. It's just a cool idea. Like this shit looks fun. And I think like there's a lot of indies that have shown stuff off in the last like 3 or 4 months when it comes to fighting games, and they look fucking cool. Speaking of which, actually on this calendar, AT&T Annihilator Cup is happening. This is like a streamer tournament where they play a bunch of different games. And 2x KO is the fighting game this time, which means a bunch of streamers who don't play fighting games are all going to be playing 2x KO the week of May 21st. I am commentating this the Thursday before CB, and then I'm flying out the Combo Breaker on Friday. 4 groups of 5, best of 3 round robin, top 4 competitors of each group, 16 players, single elimination bracket, BO3. Okay, so it's not duos. Yeah, there probably will be quite a bit of Juggernaut and Sidekick. Like Lily has played, and Emily has played, and Jake's played I think as well. Those are the only 3 that like have any experience. Weird to have 2 shooters. These events never make sense. The roster is like, oh, okay, let's see which of these gamers are good at all these multi-genre games. All right, here's our games: Fortnite, Call of Duty, CS. And you're like, bro, they're just like all shooting games, you know? Where's Deadlock? What are they, cowards? Was that the burnt peanut? Yeah, not a single likable captain. I've not met like a human being that I know that seems to like him, but a lot of people watch him. Remember when I made that joke about making that streamer persona like called the Big OT? I feel like that's who this is. What is this chat comment? People shitting on the burnt peanut for having fun, but clutch pearls when you say maybe the artist alley shouldn't have hentai in it. Who are you arguing with? You're already so preloaded with an argument to defend something that you are fighting someone that you've clearly fought before. That's not here, because I haven't seen a single person in here say, I got a problem with the burnt peanut and I've got a very important stipulation about artist alleys. I don't think I've seen a single person in my chat say that. You can't type about level 2s or anything until you tell me where you had this argument. Where did this argument come from? You can't pretend to engage in a public forum until you tell me where that happened. Address me. You've had this artist alley conversation so many times with the FGC. You've been talking to people in the FGC. I've walked a lot of FGC artist alleys. I don't think I've seen that. I like vlog events. And if there was, that shit would have to get cut out of my YouTube video. What are artist alleys for if not for drawing your favorite characters a little too sexy, you know? Your kids can't see a little TNA of Morgan or Chun-Li in the artist alley. It's too much. It's okay. You can turn on the burnt peanut at home instead. I'm sure that he's a safer beacon of morality than a little Chun-Li ass at the artist alley. I mean, you see what my background looks like. It's just normal stuff. Kirby is nude in the background. That's true. This Kirby is nude, but he's wearing shoes, which makes him an absolute freak. So yeah, there's so many people who are so mad. Like, how do you have Doom in the game and not have all the Fantastic Four? Like, where's Reed at? And I'm like, bro, Doom in parentheses Fantastic Four and Doom in parentheses fighting games are different people. I don't know how to break it to you. Fighting game Dr. Doom doesn't know who Reed Richards is, bro. He knows how to foot dive, and he knows that Wolverine players are trying to round start dive kick him. He knows that Virgil with X Factor is gonna mash on incoming. Like, you know, these are things he knows. He does not know who Reed Richards is. And like the fact that you're like, it's crazy they would put Doom in the game and not put Reed Richards. Like, you don't even know what you're doing. I really think you need Magneto in the game. He's just such a popular villain, such a popular character. And I mean, he's even really popular in like Marvel Rivals. I think he's like very likely to be on the villains team because he could be like a nice foil to the X-Men team. This guy too white to play Magneto. I played Magneto in Marvel 3 and my Magneto was good. Hashtag not all white boys. The thing that held back most of them was the execution. Okay, and you guys know I got some hands. I can execute. Can a white boy speak a little Magneto? This and the hot sauce discussion is some real pick-me stuff. Bro, what do you mean? You think putting hot sauce on eggs is pick-me discussion? It's the most common thing on the planet. This is what an ally sounds like. You may hate it, but this is what allyship sounds like, okay? Yeah, pick-me behavior would be like, I don't use sriracha or Tabasco or whatever. I go to the local Mexican market and they make fresh salsa. I support local businesses. Hashtag ice out. And I go buy from them. If that was my description, that's pick me behavior. I do that though. All this is to say, you should put some hot sauce or some salsa or something spicy on your eggs. You can't go wrong. And if you're making scrambled eggs, IMO, you should be eating scrambled eggs with something on the side. Toast, tortilla, some kind of like bread, rice, yeah, biscuit, potatoes, whatever, you know, that's good for that. Whatever you want. This is Rove. Hi, Rove. This little orange guy. 2 cats. You guys think I got 2 cats? There's another right there.